Hello, welcome back. This is Gray Hill. This is episode 2 of my playthrough of Tropico 6. Uh, as you saw, if you watched the first episode, I have a pretty easy, forgiving map. It's going to be interesting to later on expand to all these islands. Um, I've mixed things up a little by deciding to build across two islands in the Colonial era. For whatever reason, when I usually play, I like to stick with my first island, but this time I'm going to begin expanding right away. So we have a quest from the revolutionaries and a quest from the crown. One is to produce fish, so I have fish the fisher's wharf already begun. I'm going to bump that up and change it to dredge so we can catch some shellfish too. You never know when you might get a. We never know when we might get a quest that asks for shellfish. So it's nice to have those extra resources. So that should begin producing fish, and I'm going to look for a place to build my coconut harvester over on this side. Let's try, and with these, I'm a little picky because if I recall, a lot of my goodies as far as plantations were going to be over here. And from the first episode, I remember I didn't see anything too promising for coconut close to home. So these look like shadows, not ripe areas. But anyway, I can't really afford to be too precious about it. So I'm going to plop this thing down, I guess, over here close to home and see what it does. It really doesn't matter because I've just never. I mean, it does, but I've never had I've never had coconut be one of those crops where it makes a huge difference the way, say, like sugar does. So that should be close enough to the coconut trees for them to get busy. I'm going to quick build that. When I give myself a little bit of extra money, as I did this playthrough, yeah, I like doing that mainly just so for these quality of life things like quick building. Yeah, I'm not going to upgrade this either because these, yeah.
Well, you did the right thing, which is whatever the Crown says it is.
Yeah, like the only reason I'm really building that is to satisfy the quest. Okay, vacant jobs. I need people. I have unemployed, and I have vacant jobs. It's not good. My vacant jobs belong to the uneducated, so that's odd. The unemployed. So for these, it must be just a matter of them getting to where they need to go. But I am going to queue up. I'm going to queue up some rescue mini. Get some of these going before my sugar and coconut pillaging. I'm going to hold off on building a rum distillery until either what's his face tells me I need to for a quest, or until my sugar piles up to close to 10,000, if I remember. And let's see it's been so long since I've just grown crops without using multiculture. I'm interested in how fast they degrade, and this is actually pretty quick. If I remember right, this was only a few game months ago. That was 112. Okay, well, anyhow, let's see. Okay, why are we not producing fish? I think we are. They're just...
Busy,
Yeah,
busy.
see, he said he's busy. So that means he's got fish. So you watch. He's gonna come back and he's gonna drop off some fish. Well, that's not good. Whatever he was busy doing, it wasn't fishing like he's supposed to, and I'm paying these folks pretty well. Okay, well, keep an eye on that. Interesting.
I am sorry, not today, please.
Yeah, well, no, I beg to differ. I think we do need some fish today.
Hola.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I have lots of money, and I'm not building very
Excuse
fast.
me, old sport. I need a teensy tiny...
He needs a teeny tiny favor, so what are we going to export? I'm going to pause in case the ship comes through. And then I'm going to see what needs done. So we have sugar logs and coconut. Well, I have the choice between either... He did specify an export, right? Yeah, he did. Okay. All right, Roger. I'm guessing I have hides. Yeah. So, he's going to get hides. I like doing the smaller trade routes because...
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Ju, I, and the people will turn everything around.
I give up. Okay. This is the Fisherman's Wharf. A little while ago that had like 0 fish, so they must have gotten really busy in a short time. That's nice. There goes the pirates to go rescue. Now, here's something new since that they've added since my return. Well, before my return to Tropico 6, since when I first started playing it. And that is these set emergency jobs. So I want to get hides to the port as a matter of priority. So I just clicked on both of those, my start and the end, which is the ranch and the dock. And confirm that. So then my teamster is going to...
Corruption is so rife, Governor, that
Oh,
we have
yeah.
to pay a bribe to find out how...
So my teamster is going to go to work on delivering those. Do we have hides? Yes, a few, not very many. Get busy. We don't need any of that. Really don't like this hides tannery thing. I don't know if it's supposed to make good money, but I'd rather later on, when I want leather, it's just to feed fish to the crocodiles. And I don't even know if I need to feed fish. I don't think you need to feed crocodile ranches anything at this stage of the game. It feels like I'm doing this very slow because I haven't. Seems like I would have built more by now. My big priorities, starting out, are usually these three: advanced boat services, #1; employee of the month, #2, in case I need to boost up the workload. Then penal colony unless if I decide to go that route. But I doubt I will. And then I've heard recently a lot of people like really speak highly of this child allowances. So children are not accounted for when determining economic wealth of a family, and the edict costs $3 per child per month. I have no idea what the mechanics are, why that would be a good thing. I don't doubt that it is, but it's not clear to me why not counting for them when determining the economic wealth of a family is worth $3 per child. Unless they get more taxes, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to have it. But I'm not going to train anything if I don't build a library. So where would be a good place to build the library? Well, I'm going to start by looking in the education area first. And then build it back from the roads about 3 spots. Just because let the builders take care of that. How are we doing on the hides, folks? I think they're delivering meat, but I wonder how well they're keeping up with the hides. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, the watch pot never boils and all that good stuff. Loot! What are they doing? I sent them on this and now they're... Okay, so we're going to swap those out and do a loot raid. They're about to return. Oh, they're about to return from a loot raid. Never mind. There's some workers in here. Yeah. So apparently the cost of doing things this way is that I have to rebuild these. Hopefully that works.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious, but with your continued support, Governor, the people will make it shine.
I wish when they... Okay, good.
I must say I'm glad to be still working.
I wish the character actor that does the voice for the revolutionary leader, I wish somehow she was the voice of... I'll put it this way. I like her more than I like the voice of the female El Presidente. It could be actually the same voice actor, and they're just using very different voices or accents or what have you. But
Corruption is so rife, Governor, that we have to pay a bribe to find out how much to pay in bribes.
But yes, I really like her, the character. How much to pay in bribes? Okay. Well, yeah, you know, go over by the ruins and have a cold one.
Viva la revolución!
The ruins is a perfectly good place to play. Oh, what do we have here? We have a need for more Teamsters. So let's get on that. No upgrades yet. So I'm going to click this little blue folder button to...
Excuse me, old sport. I need a teensy tiny favor.
I love about everything about this game except those pop-ups drive me to distraction.
I must say I'm glad to be still working with you. Finding good help is so
I'd much rather
difficult
I'd
these
much
days.
rather they show up as like a flashing one of these things, so that I know I have to click on it. I'm tempted to just I'm just going to demolish that. Yeah, this right here is not good. Is sugar backed up? Yep. Okay. Time to build the distillery. I should have been paying better attention to that, actually. So what will I do? I'm going to overcompensate and build 2. Nah. Yeah, 1 will do. I mean, it won't, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to pay for this just yet. I need to get rid of that sugar.
Governor, the people have a request.
Okay, and I like to build those. Right next to the bar.
Viva la revolution! Together, Governor Jew, I, and the people will turn everything around.
Yeah. So how is our colonial era doing? Let's see. Yeah, again, I feel like I'm building rather slow, but that's okay. So I have tobacco going on this side. Where was my sugar? Yeah. Sugar's not great over here, but... You know, anything over low 90s isn't really that bad. There, I think if I build another one there, I'll fit it in. Yeah. These are already down below 97. When these get around 60, I'm going to try building a second one. And now, another thing I've been doing just now, it's not such a good idea, is, well, it's not so bad because I don't have the vacant jobs now, but if you're new to this game and you're watching my video for whatever reason, one thing you really need to do is pay attention.
Excuse me, Elsport. I need a team.
One thing you really need to do is pay attention to the number of workers you have, because if you build, say, a plantation or a factory or what have you, without having the people to put in it, okay, the cost to maintain it is there, but they're not going to be making anything. So, okay, let's build the dungeon before I get distracted on that. Government buildings.
Well, you did the right thing, which is...
Corruption is so rife, Governor, that...
Okay, yeah, she likes taverns.
Our revolution is as yet only marginally glorious, but with your continued support...
So, you'll notice, so one of my goals for the colonial era is I do want to finish the colonial era before so once I'm able to declare independence, so I could leave the colonial era right now, right? At some point I crossed over the threshold. Before I do that, though, I want to have a few $100,000 in my treasury. I want to have no vacant jobs, and, you know, a good couple dozen, 3 dozen unemployed. And I want to have everybody living in houses of some sort. I don't want anyone. I want to get rid of the shacks. But that's a ways off because I kind of go very slowly during the colonial era. So more progress towards those goals are gonna probably take place in episode 3 because I'm getting ready to put another break in this episode. I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or feedback about the way I'm making the video or the choices I've made in terms of the game, please put them in the comments, and your likes and subscribes will motivate me to keep doing these. And again, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.